Entering into historic Hangar 37, you're already soaring right above Ford Island. Take a moment to orient yourself on the floor map before you step over to the ticket counter on the right. A short introductory film runs in the theater several times an hour and highlights the first year of the Pacific War, along with many of the exhibits, interlacing them with first-hand accounts of battles in the Pacific. As you round the corner into the main part of the hangar, take in one last breath of peace as the first bomb hovers over Ford Island in the mural. On your right, the Mitsubishi Zero preps for the second wave of attacks on Oahu, and Shigenori Nishikaichi steps into the cockpit, waiting to take part in the historic attack. There were numerous challenges to mounting an aerial attack in Pearl Harbor's shallow waters. The next exhibit illustrates the many levels of the attack and the modifications that were required to bombs, torpedoes, and aircraft in order to mount the attack. The brightly colored Oronka soars above the battle with two civilians, father and son, caught up in the surprise attack. Below is a floor map of Oahu, with arrows pointing out the plan of attack, taken by both waves of the Imperial Japanese naval aircraft. A P-40, outfitted with a pilot still dressed for the previous night's party, tells a story of pilots scrambling to fight back against an enemy with superior numbers and surprise on their side. Wreckage from the island of Niihau tells the story of an island caught by surprise and civilians swept up in a conflict between two countries. The often forgotten second attack on Oahu takes center stage in its own display, with shrapnel recovered from the site of the second bombing. The next exhibit tells the dramatic story of the Doolittle raid. 80 men on a secret mission to Tokyo, B-25 stripped down to metal, men, bombs, and gasoline, with no room for error. In a turning point of the Pacific War, the underdog American aircraft carriers are in jeopardy from air attacks during the Battle of Midway. Find out if the Yorktown, with its 72-hour refit in Pearl Harbor, can help win the day for the Americans. Guadalcanal, with its heat and makeshift airfields, displays a Grumman Wildcat. The campaign to secure Guadalcanal and force the Japanese out of the South Pacific leads to the final display in the hangar. A Stearman biplane, flown by a young George H.W. Bush, lights up the corner near the Cactus Air Force flight simulators. Walk across a short section of tarmac, bear to the distance of the deck of an aircraft carrier, and you'll arrive at Hangar 79. Aircraft awaiting the expert care of staff and volunteers stand sentinel inside the restoration hangar, bathed in light from bullet-riddled windows, a lasting reminder of the attack on Pearl Harbor. At the end of your journey, return to the main hangar and step into a full-service restaurant and gift shop before returning to Oahu.